Hey guys, we want to take a moment to talk about our free wedding ceremonies at the Brim and why it is that we do those and what it entails and the things that you can and cannot do. So our free wedding ceremonies, they're during the week. We have multiple time slots and they're 2 hours long. Okay, we ask that you go ahead and put your down deposit down, and we just ask that you do that so that we know that you're serious about coming and getting married, and so that we don't, take a spot up and then somebody else need it and you not show up. But there's no catch, because what we do with that money, if you've chosen to do that, we'll give it to you if you come and have your ceremony there, you get married, we'll give you that down deposit back. Yeah.
So basically on the website, you can select a day and then you can either go ahead and pay your deposit online, or you can wait and kind of mail us in a check. And then once you do that, we contact you and just say, hey, how many guests are you thinking? And send you the contract for that time slot. And then on that contract, you just mark, hey, I'd love to just get a refund when I show up, or I'd love to apply it towards an anniversary brick, which would be your names and then the wedding date on a brick out at the Brim. And if you choose that, then you also get up to 50 chairs complimentary included. Or you can kind of do I'm going to give my deposit and let's pull whatever I rent from that, and then we'll refund the rest. So if you had 20 guests, you wanted to rent 20 chairs at $2.50 each, $2.50 each, then you could just kind of indicate partial refund, and then we'll just give you a check with the rest. So there's no strings attached. There's really no pressure. We know a lot of places you wouldn't have the option to even do this, and so sometimes people who are able say, I'll give my $2.50, I'll cover it for kind of the next couple who can't afford it. But there's no qualifications to meet to be able to have a free ceremony. Like, anyone can have one. You don't have to indicate a certain level of need or anything like that. And we don't value you any less if you choose a free ceremony and get the refund versus other options.
It's our heart that in our community that we would help strengthen marriage. And when we started on this journey, it started because we saw some friends who were getting married at a courthouse, and we said, surely there would be some people out there that could provide a beautiful place for someone to come and get married. And so we set out on that journey to make that happen. And we kept telling our story and how we acquired the land and the things that we wanted to do, and literally a lot of strangers in our community came forward and said, we'll give money to help build this wedding chapel. And when that happened, we just we affirmed that forever, as long as we possibly can, we're going to give away those free time slots to those brides that need it. And there is a cost associated with these weddings.
We have somebody on staff who comes out and works it, and we have, trash and just use of the property that we take on. And also we're blocking out a spot that may be a paid option for a cake and toast or something else. So, we do have a cost associated with that.
With that, we just ask, if you can pay that down deposit forward, please do it. It will ensure that this chapel will be able to be free for those that need it forever. But by all means, if you need a place to come get married and you don't have the money to do that, we want to help take care of that for you.
And so with this 2-hour time slot, you basically can show up at the beginning in the parking lot. You need to be kind of leaving by the end because your ceremony is not going to be 2 hours. And so that gives you time to take photos, have your ceremony, kind of load in and out if you had any little decorations for, an arch we have that you can rent or whatever that may look like. But there is no food, no drinks. I mean, if you have some water bottles, that's fine. But this is not a cake. This is not a dinner type of package. So 2 hours, pretty simple. Some people aren't even there the full 2 hours. If you, for some reason, were wanting to extend, if you were going to have a little bit more time for pictures or whatever, 2 hours is usually sufficient. But if you were going to add an hour on for $150, then we do ask you to give the deposit, because if it's possible for you to pay the extra money for extra time, then we really believe that it's also possible for you to give the deposit. So if you aren't adding extra time, by all means, it's fully refundable. Just like you can't get the free spot and then pay for coordination, because that kind of contradicts as well. So, we're really excited, and you can just check out all of the time slots and dates on the website, and we love giving free ceremonies,
We do.
and so
That's
go
our
book
backbone.
yours.
That's what we're built on. And so let us know if you need anything. And again, we're excited to serve you no matter what that need is. So thanks, guys. Bye.